couldn't make a get on the end of it. And what a great finish it is. Perfect volley, isn't it? He strikes it so well. What an excellent finish.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's Live for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 West Brom career mode. It is the road to glory with Aidy Boothroyd. Season 5, episode 116. You notice I've got my fancy shades on. The reason being, we have made the FA Cup Final. We played Chelsea. Now I'm going to switch things around. We're going to do things a little bit differently here. I'm going to take care of both Newcastle and Leeds in the league. Play those matches, and then I'm going to flip it so that you get to watch the FA Cup afterwards. So we'll take care of these two matches, Newcastle at home and Leeds United away, finish the league season, and then we'll have the FA Cup special. Let's get behind the boys and hopefully get some good results. Alright, so we start here with a game taking on Newcastle United at home at the Hawthorns, and this game has more significance for Newcastle because they need a result from this. If they don't get a result from this game, they quite possibly could be relegated. Now in the opening 7 minutes, Jonathan Panzo, I guess, intercepts the defender, intercepts the attacker. He comes in, wins the ball, and then the guy just kind of falls over. Now Patrick Wimmer from the penalty spot misses. The goalkeeper, Griffiths, gets across, makes the save. It's a good save by him. Really gets across. And perhaps a little bit of justice, because like I said, I don't think that was a penalty myself. It was a good interception by Panzo. And then on 15 minutes, Garin Kowal from the left manages to chase down, and then Kepa getting in all sorts of trouble. Possibly a penalty claim there as he bundles over his man. And then a couple of highlights here. Campbell with a shot wide of Kepa's post. Boothroyd once more. And then another attempt here by Campbell as he spins his man on his right, lashes it over the crossbar. Chances coming and going here for Therese Campbell up front. Longstaff into Wimmer, and then a great interception by McCrory. 27 minutes. Newcastle applying the pressure. 28 minutes in. He's played in. Coutron. Good effort. Good save by Griffiths. A little bit of panic stations there. Panzo cleans up. 39 minutes in. Great pass from Neil into Garin Kowal. Great chance, and he finishes. 5 minutes before half-time, Garin Kowal. We're hoping that this guy comes good in his second season.
Making sure nothing untoward happened.
And then Kowal again gets a favourable deflection. Out comes Kepa, but the defender getting a foot in front of it. That was in stoppage time of the first half. 1-0 at half time, and something to hold on to. 56 minutes. Kowal takes off from the left, cuts inside into midfield, plays in Therese Campbell as Chancellor Mbemba steps up, and Therese Campbell outslides Kepa and makes the stop. Campbell has to be scoring there. 71 minutes. Zubimendi tries a lofted through ball, intercepted, and then Rashida cuts inside after spinning the fullback Lewis. And then Rashida plays in Neil, who then plays in Campbell. Great chance on his left this time. Tries to place it. Out comes Kepa again. 10 minutes left. Zubimendi into Berenguer. Back, and it's crossed. Blocked by McCrory. And then a shot tipped wide by Griffiths. 1 minute left. Played in. Headed away by McCrory. And then Bellingham robbed. Comes to Acuna, goes for a dipping shot, and a great save by Griffiths. Like I said, just a couple of quick matches. Try and get these highlights out of the way. Not meant to be full highlights package, these. But we end up winning this one 1-0. And Newcastle pretty much down. They need a miracle in the final game against Bournemouth to stay up. Alright. Alright, here we go. The final league game of the season. And a surprise inclusion for youngster Philip Owusu, who comes up from the academy and he makes a start here in this league match. There isn't really anything riding on this. We're already safe from relegation. And Leeds themselves don't need to win this game. So we don't expect it to be a firecracker encounter type of game. In the opening few minutes, Owusu intercepts here, shows some good awareness to play back to Bellingham. We'll see a couple of examples of his defensive prowess as Leeds tried to break here on 10 minutes. Owusu steps up, wins the ball and then checks back and plays it back to Timon. And then through ball, attempted through ball. Yakushlu then wins the ball back. Batshuayi turns into the box, tries to force that one in. 15 minutes in, good strength from batsman. And then Garen Kowal gets away from his marker Scally on the left. This is 5 minutes later, cuts back in on his right. Into the box, back again, cuts it back to Bellingham. A great chance and he lashes it over. Has a bit better composure there. And then around 22 minutes in, Yakushlu goes down. He's actually got an ACL. He's retiring anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant at this point. Really strong tackle there from Owusu to win the ball. This guy looks like he could make some appearances for us next year. And it sets up a counter-attack here on 30 minutes. Garen Kowal down the left, speeds in. Tries to pick out Shortire at the back post, but it's cleared by Leeds. 39 minutes in, Ian Pervada back to Scally. Scally into Perez. And then Perez into Adams. Back to Perez. Out comes the goalkeeper. Makes a great stop. And Owusu can get it clear. It's a good clearance this time by him. Then from the corner kick. Panic here by Leeds. He can't clear it properly. Chipped into the box. It's cleared again. And then we're going to win this ball back. Batshuayi. Timon into McMillan. McMillan. Then Shortire squares it for Garen Kowal. He scored against Newcastle and he scored here for the second game running. He's finally getting a bit of consistency. It's a shame it's coming at the back end of the season, but it's something for him to consider going into our next season. He just has to stay fit. He got a 3-month layoff, a very major layoff for him that hampered his season. And 50 minutes, pulled back, Perez beats the goalkeeper but strikes the post and we can get the ball clear. Owusu back to Timon, back to Owusu, he's going to play it into Bellingham, spins away from Adams, makes him look a fool. Adams into Batshuayi, great turn and a good save by the goalkeeper. Pena makes the save. And then short corner worked. He's going to play it back to Lazaro. Then Enrique. And then Augustine Martinez. And then they go for the short corner. Tyler Adams then plays it in. Lazaro spins away. And this time round, the shot does go in. Really bit disappointed with this one because you'll see when this shot's taken, it's a really nice height and he shouldn't be doing that. He should be saving that. Boothroyd, you can see how disappointed he is with Griffiths there. And then in stoppage time, Shortire into the box, crosses it in, Therese Campbell. And a good save by Pena. That's 93 minutes. Then the corner comes in, McCrory gets his head to it, but it hits the back of the defender and goes wide. I think it comes off Reinildo. Yeah. And so it ends 1-1 as we go into the FA Cup Final. We'll have a look and see how we did in that game. Alright, here we go. It's FA Cup day. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm going to have to take these off soon as the game starts because I can't see a bloody thing. So, the main question is we are the underdogs going into this game against Chelsea. And Boothroyd says that we're going to try and rise to the occasion. We've been in this situation before, many times before. and you're just going to try and get the best out of the players. It's a cup final, so we've got to go for it, haven't we? We can't just lie down and get beaten. We've got to at least try and get at them. But obviously keep in mind that they have much the better attacking players, so we do have a defensive game plan to try and cope with them. Whether or not it'll be good enough, we'll have to wait and see. But this is no doubt, this is a major piece of silverware for Aidy Boothroyd. There it is, the FA Cup Final. We are so close. This is Chelsea's lineup, as you can see. Very, very strong. Havertz, Sterling, Duro. Jonathan David's been on fire in the Premier League. And they're playing this 4-2-2-2. This is our lineup. We've gone with our regular players, as you can see. There's no real surprises in terms of who's being picked. 5-4-1. We're going with the defence again for now, but we do have attacking options with Rashica on the right, the Ngana on the left. Best take these off. You see there, O'Reilly wins the ball early on. Steps in, 3 minutes in, and then Rashica down the right here. We're going to play on the counter-attack into Iheanacho. He slid in, and they win the ball back. Chelsea do have a very good defence on this game, which doesn't really back up what's actually happened, what we've seen in real life, but you can sort of see with the players that they've got. Then Hugo Doro in on 8 minutes, in behind the defence. Graham Potter thought they'd scored there, but a good save by Bailey Peacock-Farrell. Jonathan David into Kai Havertz. Havertz trying to cross it, intercepted by O'Shea as he knocks it wide, doesn't mess around there. And then Rashica loses the ball, 18 minutes in. Sterling into Doro, into Jonathan David. It's blocked, and then the deflection falls to Kai Havertz with a low shot, and Bailey Peacock-Farrell with the save. Havertz sets up Sterling here. And it comes to David, he goes to turn, out comes the goalkeeper, and he beats the goalkeeper, but then Vandenberg gets an interception. 31 minutes, a shot here, blocked by O'Shea and cleared by Panzo. It's headed back in, Doro goes for a dipping shot, and it goes over the bar. Half an hour in, it's all Chelsea, they are battering us right now. We haven't had a sniff at goal. 5 minutes to go till half time. Here comes James, then Havertz, Panzo, he beats him, plays it in, Sterling with a low shot, pushed away by Bailey Peacock-Farrell. 5 minutes left till half time, we've got to focus here. Sterling turns away into Ampadu into Havertz, Havertz with the cross, no, he's going to pull it back into Sterling with a low shot, and it's saved. But then the referee awards a penalty. Down at O'Shea didn't really see a whole lot there after he took the shot. He didn't impede him from taking the shot, so again it's a strange one. And then Havertz with the penalty, and Bailey Peacock-Farrell guesses correctly. What a save. Now unfortunately from this they throw the ball in, and usually on FIFA this does happen where you save a penalty and all of a sudden they somehow manage to score a goal. What's really weird about this is Sterling gets this on the edge of the box. I have set Vandenberg ready there. He's in the right position. You can see he's in front of him. He just doesn't block the shot. It actually goes through Vandenberg's legs. You'll see here. There's not really a whole lot I could do about that because my defender's in position. He just doesn't block it. Now we go in at the break, a goal down. What I've actually instructed my wingers to do is come in a little bit. And I know that's obviously going to sacrifice a bit of width, but they need to support the striker a bit more. Rashica on the right, second half, crosses it in. It's headed away. Hayden knocks it down. O'Reilly, then into Iheanacho. Great chance, out comes the goalkeeper Mendy. Makes the save. We're starting to see some chances finally. And it's taken nearly an hour. A short corner. And this is one where it's partly my fault because I got stuck between switching between Rashica and the left back. And when this cross comes in, you'll see what actually happens. My man actually runs off the field because I thought I had Rashica, but I actually had the left back. And then it's played into the edge of the 6-yard box. Jonathan David gets his toe end to it, and it's 2-0 to Chelsea.
Just knocking it around
60 minutes.
to carve out a chance.
We've got to try and get a goal back. McCrory steps into midfield. Iheanacho into Shortire. Spins Skriniar. Great save by Edward Mendy. You can see where they have a good defence. And then from the corner, Rashid to swing it in. Iheanacho, come on! We're going to be relying on this guy in the next season because Batshuayi is retiring. Kelechi's going to have to step up and score the goals. He scored just as many as Batshuayi last year, and that was pretty much in a rotation role, so hopefully with more appearances in this next season he will get more goals. 10 minutes left, McCrory's pushed upfield. We're trying to get this equaliser, and Chelsea here trying to win the ball back off them. A great through ball into Sterling, is in behind Furlong, dips it off the crossbar and unfortunately heads the ball in, and that put Pace to rest any chance of scoring an equaliser. My thoughts were that if we could get it to 2-2 and try and play for penalties, it's something of a lottery. That's the only way really we're going to be victorious. Stoppage time now, 3-1. Swung in, O'Reilly wins it. Diangana brought down and he has to take a first time shot. Mendy pushes it wide. And then you'll see here, Vandenberg comes across, wins the ball, and that is full time. We lose this one by 3-1. I don't think we could have done a whole lot more. There was a couple of mistakes, mainly from that short corner. Vandenberg obviously not getting the blocking on Sterling. The final goal was just one of those where we stepped up to try and get ourselves the equaliser, and it didn't work out for us. All credit to Chelsea, they win this one as expected by 3-1, and they are the FA Cup champions of 2027. Let me know what you think in the comments as always. I appreciate your support. Alright guys, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did and like to continue supporting me, please consider watching something from the playlist available at the end of this video. I'm going to be back in 2 days with episode 117. We're going to do a season review and squad report. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming.